Every day, more of the world feels like a cage. Boundaries that shouldn't exist trap opportunities. Lockdowns on imagination suffocate the bold, and the old systems just keep choking innovation. Founders, investors, leaders, how many times have you felt the sting of hitting the same walls, the same tired excuses hidden behind global markets, while breakthroughs slip through your fingers? It's maddening. You push, you grind, but the old boundaries choke this potential. Your frustrations aren't just about money or ideas. They're about a world too stuck in the past, blind to the future screaming to take shape right in front of us. But what if the real frontier isn't on any map? What if globalization itself is about to explode into something you've barely dared to dream? Something so wild, so raw, it will rip apart everything you thought was possible. Space tourism is not just a playground for billionaires. It is the raw pulse of the next global industry, a door thrown wide open to shatter borders forever. This isn't about selling yet another product or chasing trends. It's about rewriting the blueprint of human connection, capital, and innovation. Listen closely. The critical move right now isn't to play it safe chasing comfort or the slow crawl of existing markets. The game changer is strategic globalization in its purest form, transcending old labels, old rules, old systems, and building a network not constrained by land, politics, or outdated mental models. The few who grasp this will connect not just to investors, but to visionaries ready to jump off Earth itself. The few who tie their future to the launch pads orbiting the edge of the atmosphere will unlock synergies no one else sees. New tech, new supply chains, new assets, and new markets that don't obey the old logic. Here's what must happen right now. Stop settling for incremental improvements and look upward and outward. Space tourism will demand fresh thinking on infrastructure, finance, regulation, and culture. Founders must build ecosystems where capital flows as fluidly as electrons, weaving industry players, governments, and disruptive startups into a single web of relentless momentum. Investors need to pivot from fragmented bets and seek projects unafraid to obliterate old norms. Focus on teams not afraid to push boundaries, not just of technology, but of mindset, building scalable space economies that will inevitably globalize human experiences on a scale never seen. The biggest obstacle? Fear of the unknown and attachment to legacy systems. Burn that fear. Burn those chains. The system tells you to hesitate, to wait for perfect timing, to follow old maps drawn by outdated power players. Break free by building new networks. Connect deeply with those who see beyond nations, beyond profit margins, to a shared vision of humanity soaring together, literally. Harness diversity not as a checkbox, but as the catalyst for breakthroughs. Demand meritocracy, fierce enough to leave mediocrity in the dust. Demand constant reinvention, because the future of space tourism and globalization belongs only to the relentless. Don't wait for permission. This industry will not quietly knock on your door. It will slam through it at cosmic speed. The unprepared will drown in the wake. But for those who master the art of strategic globalization, who obsess over creating synergy between founders, investors, and innovators, regardless of borders or comfort zones, the rewards won't just be monetary, they will be revolutionary. Imagine earning your place not by legacy or nationality, but by the fire you ignite in this new frontier. This is the real globalization, building a world without walls, a market without limits, and a network of individuals burning with purpose. The space tourism industry is calling to the few who refuse to be average, who refuse to be caged by old realities, who demand their own unstoppable future. It's an opportunity to solve your deepest frustrations by joining not just a market, but a movement that transcends mortality, geography, and the tired lies of the system. Now is the moment to act. Connect with those few who share this fire. Build the bridges across skies and borders. Invent what the world says cannot exist. Fund what others fear. Lead beyond comfort. This is how the industry that once seemed like fantasy becomes the beating heart of a new global civilization. Your move isn't just business, it's destiny. rise.